All right, good morning, peoples. Bruce with Targeted Wealth Creation back at you for CONY. CONY. Let's jump in here. So, what did CONY do? Well, CONY went up. What did Coin do? Coin went up. Oh, who went up more? Oh, yeah, probably Coin. No, CONY went up more. Okay, 2.31 for Coin, 2.72 for Coney. Way to go, Coney. So you notice Misty did that and YBIT did that. Not bad, not bad. I hope to get out GDXY this morning. I'm not sure. If not, I'll get it out at the market close. So anyway, no trades for Coney. And welcome any new subscribers that are tuning in. I know a lot of people are asking me questions. A lot of people are joining up. You know, when I do those kinds of, David, I have this pattern down to 597 on wheat. So I was telling you guys before, part of a Slack group I belong to. Get closer to the markets. I got traders in there. I got options experts. There's a whole lot of people. We all have experience trading, experience analyzing markets, sectors, so it's really kind of fun for me, but I must say I've been a little absent from it lately just because I'm focusing a lot on the channel. I'm still reading and contributing some comments, but just not at my same volume. And I see you guys in Discord. So not having been, I mean, I've had a Discord account for 2 or 3 years. I've tuned into a couple channels, but I really don't have a feel for how people are using it. So feel free to suggest things in there or ask a question. I mean, I'm sort of learning. I've got somebody possibly that wants to be an admin for me that knows a lot about Discord and things to do, so just kind of bear with me, but you know, I've got a tremendous amount of things I can share, so I'll probably attempt to do that. All right, let's move in and focus on Coney. All right, so no trades. Look at, you noticed in Misty and you noticed it here. I mean, we're moving up. There's 700,000 shares that went in here. Look at this cash buildup. 14 million, then 15. Ignore these numbers because that was the payouts and getting cash ready for distribution. But there's been a lot of buy-in, and I attribute that to some YouTubers. I attribute to the public. I mean, I just talked to a good friend of mine that I worked with 10 years ago, and we've kept in contact, but, you know, every couple of months or longer, and so he's aware, you know, I mentioned these to him, and I wanted to just constantly ask people. You know, I walk, it's almost like I do it to somebody on the street, but somebody that I at least know, and I say, hey, are you aware of YIELDMAX? Nah, I'm not sure. And I said, well, these high yields, oh, I bought this NVDY, you know. And I go, oh, okay. I go, what did you buy? Oh, well, you know, I bought 100 shares of it. I said, well, did you look to see if you've got the, whatever it was, 265, 285? I don't own it. So I didn't immediately know the distribution like I do, you know, the 4 different funds I own. But I also report, so I knew it was up there. And he goes, yeah, that's great. And, you know, I said, well, listen, do you even know what all they do on the back end? No, I really don't. And then he called a couple people and told them about it. And it's not just my little channel. You know, a lot of people are waking up to this opportunity. You know, you listening to me that have been in them, you're loving them, and that's why you're here. You're wanting to know more and trying to branch out and go, well, if I bought another one, or how do I hedge? Some of you know and you just want to share and discuss. So, you know, we've got a wide variety of people. So I welcome all the new people. Just be patient with us if you don't know much at all. And that's why I put the video out the way I put the video out. That's different than my deep dive that I do inside these, because I know a lot of you just go to the end, but hopefully you realize that, I'm close to monetization and I need to be compensated for all my time and effort, and I'm happy to do that from, AdSense and ultimately some other things, but I'm not looking to hit anybody up for money. It's just, if you're going to skip forward, don't ignore some commercial after I'm monetized, because that's what helps us, right? But at the same time, when you need to move through, So like and subscribe, tell your friends. But other than that, let's wrap up. I appreciate you all, that's for sure. So having said that, we see the share count. Okay, so how are they doing? Well, CONY's doing pretty good. I'd say it's doing slightly better than Misty. But I'm just as confident Misty's going to have another great month. So I wouldn't pick one over the other at this moment at all. So let's take a look at what our weeklies look like. And I flip between holdings and weeklies to showcase that. So what we've got here is all of our strikes. So you notice they didn't put anything on, and they got buy-ins to the fund. So they're probably waiting it out. When you're going into the Fed situation, there's a lot at stake here. I know on my goal site on GDXY, I'm looking for certain signals at the end of this week. If we're going to take, a positive movement or not. I kind of think we are, but I'm waiting and watching. So I own some GDXY, but I'm not, I have a fair amount of capital available to deploy more. I'm sort of waiting. I want to validate a breakout, That's such an unloved sector. Again, I'm ranting on GDXY, but I know a lot of you are listening across the board. So I'm going to finish on CONY. So at our 280s, we're 14.68 out of the money. Whoops, I updated everywhere, but did I? Nope, I didn't. 12.09 out of the money, and this guy, oh, Bruce, you've done so many. You're dropping the ball here. Bad boy. Okay. And I need to update the price tag on this guy. All right, that's got to be 22.69. All right, whoops. How about you do 37? 22.28, nice try. Yeah, 37s. Okay, so we're 12.09. We're looking pretty good, right? With, I say 4, but that includes today. So not a problem there. How have we done on the weekly? Well, pretty darn good. We collected 8.1, and we're 70% captured of that total. So pretty pleased here. Let's see it displayed on holdings. So here's all the treasuries, here's all our money. You see the new shares, which represent 2.56%, right? Buy-in. Fair value, 22.28, we're trading pretty close to that, 5-cent premium if I look at the NAV, calculated NAV price. One strike, but in this case, it's up at 280, and we're at, what did I say, 249? Yeah, 249. That's nice. Like that. Take that all day. So pretty positive. Now, we didn't add any trades, right? And when we're writing these at 260, we're making money, right? We cost us 61, we get 71. This was a sale, so don't ignore it, right? That took us back a couple $100,000. But you get the idea when we sell these. And we're far enough out. What's the day count? 38 days. We haven't gotten any more in June, but we've got some nice wins in June on our payment tab. Let's look at some more in holding. So here is we collected the piggy bank, got 8.1 million, and we could buy it back for 2.4. Hence the big gain there. 96 cents, and what did we write that for? $3.25. Not bad. Not too bad. Okay, here's something that I tried to add for a graphic. Because what happens, I'll be tracking this synthetic down here in a graph, or, taking these previous numbers and populating them, and then we roll, right? So these two represent the former time, and we picked up that cash. Now we're in a new one, and we're writing for profit, but we're leaving a liability. But look at the positive. So this one jumped up, we rolled it, and we didn't get all that money, but we got a portion of that money, and then we put on a new one, and when we do piggy banks, we're cashing in the piggy bank, but it's leaving us a liability. If you watch my YBIT, it's doing that all the time, so it's collecting all this cash, but it's got this huge liability. We're actually moving up on the underlying, right? So we're lessening that liability. And that's reflected up here. So the 21 million had been 35 million yesterday. So nice. Okay. And we've got to get up more so we don't get hit with that. We're at 249, so $11 is all we really would owe, but we got all the way to 719. So looking good, CONY. I'm pretty pleased with everything I'm seeing here. And that's why sometimes I like to do the graphic, because I'm not going to spend all the time to keep updating charts and break them all out and double it. But I just thought I'd say this is the last roll on the 1540, and this is the new 1550. So whenever I show now a synthetic, I'm over here talking about the 1550 because that's the active synthetic. If they write another synthetic trade, that's what it'll be. And there's not really a reason to roll that at the current time. So let's look at payments. That's what you care about. So we got this big gain of look at how we got killed the previous month, right? So we got 76 million in the bucket, in the kitty, and we look good. Now, we do have a big loss here, but the net is we have, $1.18 of disposable pay money at 3 or 4 days into the month. Now, that counts this month's capture, or this weekly capture, because that's what short call is. But that's looking good. So we want to move up. We just don't want to, and look at this, at 280, we can move up to 260, 270, and it doesn't hurt us there. And our synthetic would turn positive, anything above 260, and we're rocking and rolling in that synthetic. It's gone from a $21 million loss. I'll have to go back and tell you what each $10 is, but I suspect it's 25 million. So you can just change the numbers on that guy and watch it, right, grow. Because at 260, this is all-time premium. We're not trading at 260. We're at 249. This is all-time premium. So we would lose 19, but we would gain 28. So if we rode that thing out, we would lessen it. But as soon as we start moving up, this rises and this shrinks. Especially as you get closer. So I'm pretty pleased. Early in for Misty. It looks like CONY. It looks like CONY is back on track, folks, for having a good month. Now, crypto's down. Let's see what we got. I'll give you an update. Here is BTC. Again, I don't worry about a single day. Let me see if I can drag this over. Okay, here we go. So we're setting there, and we're at 66,905, 67,275. 66 flat is kind of the number on you'd have to see some of my charts. I don't have them readily accessible. But we're still above, we had the resistance. and we got into the upper tier, the 66 to 73. That's the upper tier. So as long as we stay above 66 and don't have consecutive closes below, we're still trending very positively. The probabilities are much higher that we go up than we go down. We drop below 66, we close below it, confirm it with another close, then the probabilities switch. That the probability is we're going to go down further. So that's what the charts speak to you about, and then you identify patterns. But a drop or two from the top to the bottom can be normal when you draw parallel lines. So that's what I got for you, folks. Have a good one again. Not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It's fun. It's entertaining. Hope you were entertained. Sorry about some of the rants. I didn't do them too long, though. Okay, guys. See ya. Bye.